When I heard about the Angel's Eye mountain and I look for it, it's just like this electric response through all my body, seeing that amazing volcanic mountain with a hole right at the summit, something very unique. But it's not only about how beautiful and unique it is, it's about what it represents. It's a space that is quite remote, and there are many theories. Some say that there is a lot of activity, a lot of sightseeing, celestial activity, and it's very eerie, it's very cosmic, specifically that cosmic energy.
There's your eye, babe.
Hello, beautiful people. So we arrived at the Geopark, and we are going to go in there, in that beautiful eye that is called the Angel's Eye Mountain, which is a very etheric place. And what a blessing to be able to go there.
Machan.
Yeah, Machan, Kambo. So this is gonna cross us because this place usually, when the rain season stops, is grassy and you can walk and hike. And now it's full of water. And
Walking Machan.
Bokin Machan, yeah.
Walking Machan.
This is a calling after we visit some beautiful cave on our own. It's such a beautiful space, very silent. Now we're gonna go to the energy of the Huancatanca and this beautiful time where we know that there is a lot traveling towards our field. There is a lot of receivership, and so anyway, there is a calling to do a very special offering there. So we thought, some people told us that we couldn't go because this, but we managed to get there. So I keep you posted. Vámonos to the Namtram. Namtram.
So I've come with Patty to the Angel's Eye Mountain, and there was only one spare pair of shoes, and so she's going off up the mountain. I'll show you in a second. And I'm left on the little boat, all on my own, lonesome. Let's hope she doesn't get lost. I'll show you what the mud and mountain look like. So Patty expected me to walk through mud, which in a pair of brand new shoes, literally 3 days old. And this is the path that we should have followed. Yeah? I think I have a right to say no. And there, she's climbed up there. She's climbed up there. And she's going to go right up there into the big mountain eye, Angel Eye Cave. The reason for all this mud is that this lake in the wet season fills up, and it also had a recent flood. I'm not talking like a small flood, I'm talking about an 8 meter high flood on top of the water that you see here. So all that muddy or brown spanks that you see is all silty mud. And here you can see how the waterline smothered these trees in silt. That is pretty high up.
Apparently in the dry seasons you can just go up very easily. And when I said, well, the rainy season ends in October, pretty much, or November is a great time to visit, because usually in the rainy season there is this beautiful lake that it forms that is hard to cross, and if you cross also it's very complicated, so no one gets in. But when we got here, it started raining, and it was not meant to be a raining season. So we managed to get this beautiful Vietnamese man who offered to take us to cross over, and I couldn't explain much what I wanted to do, but in my heart I felt the need to go all the way into that eye. Luke was like, is this gonna be really hard? we met some Australians on the way that went, and they said you cannot even get close. But I knew since I saw that place that I needed to go right at the summit and offer this sacred fire. Okay, we made it. I made it thanks to this this beautiful being that brought me all the way from a very muddy climb. I didn't think that was a climb. I thought it was a hike, but absolutely was a climbing in mud, and I was sliding with some mud boots that this guy gave me that are big. So climbing with mud boots that are 3 sizes bigger than your feet. I don't know how many times I slide. He was lovely looking after me. And here I am, covered in mud, but it's very good to be in the eye of the mountain. It's amazing, eh? It's amazing. And I'm gonna be doing an offering here because the offering as well is my
Mexico.
Mexico, easy, my breath, my muddy self, my muddy clothes that is gonna be directed to the bin. My heart, my song, my wind, and my fire. So I'm gonna create the ancient fire here. So thank you for watching, tuning in, and joining me in this beautiful offering to this very sacred space. The only mountain that has a big hole in the summit. And there is also kind of like a little cave over there. So it's just beautiful, the balance between the energies, the divine presence in all its faces. How beautiful is that? I was really questioning and doubting myself. What am I doing here? Why am I doing this? Why am I putting myself in such a risk? I mean, when Luke said to me, I'm not going, I thought he was joking, but actually he meant it. He didn't come, and I was at the beginning of it, oh, why he's letting me go on my own? But this is something that I offered in my heart that I needed to do, regardless if I was with Luke or with someone or on my own. There was no tourists there because it was not a time to go up. I'm very grateful for this man who went out of the way and was looking after me all the way up. So we managed, and then I was just thinking, how am I gonna come down? Because the path was super steep. Like, how are we gonna come down? And it's high. In the photos, doesn't look that high. It doesn't make justice, but it is high enough to fall, to just smash yourself into the rocks at the bottom. And when we start getting closer to the summit, everything started coming drier. And once we saw that, when I saw that eye, that hole, that beautiful part of that volcanic mountain, I just feel my heart like, okay, everything made sense. Seeing everything from there. And there is this deep cave right underneath. So it's just the beautiful 2 eyes. It's just the earth, what we mention always in the tradition, the heart of the universe and the heart of the earth coming together and facing each other, which we see this in the Mexican cenotes. But there it was really powerful to see these 2 caves, one facing the universe and the other one towards the end, towards the center of the earth. It was so mystical, so beautiful, that the prayer started unfolding in the most beautiful way. This Vietnamese man was joining me, and we were able to light the fire and bury the ashes with the waters from the lake. So it was a beautiful way to really seal that intention of unity, that intention of weaving the prayer, regardless our language, regardless our culture, regardless where we come from. It's just one prayer, and it's super important that we understand that division is not what is going to take us forward, but that commitment to do what it takes to ripple within ourselves, that unity, because that's gonna be expressed outward. And the intention for me, was for me. I knew that for me I needed to be there, specifically in these times when we understand that the veil is very thin, that we are every day we have a better understanding, we're remembering more, and more people is awakening. We know that this is energy that is being injected in our field is stronger than ever. So if we have a call in our heart, we need to follow it, even though if it looks like impossible or out of the logic, which is pretty much the past many years of my life, all my life has been like that, but now it's more with conscious and devotion. And I'm very grateful to have someone, a beautiful companion, a beautiful husband that he comes with me everywhere. But still, it was a bit crazy, but I felt so expanded to be there, super expanded to immerse, even all how I came down, full covered in mud, worms, because there were a lot of earthworms there. So I have some phobia for worms. I didn't care. I was completely immersed on there and with the worms and the mud. But that offering, that was a very powerful offering, and very grateful that we went there when it was not even part of our itinerary, and we went all the way out because we needed to be there in that specific time, in that level of difficulty, because if it would be dry, maybe the offering wouldn't be as strong as it was. So this is my offering for the earth, this is my offering for the collective consciousness, this is my offering for you, because that prayer from my heart to yours, I really wish that it ripple into you in the most prosperous way that you can have, so your path becomes more clear to you, so you know your walk that is aligned with your heart, that walk that expresses the divine spirit. Because when we walk in that alignment, this is the biggest contribution. So thank you so much for joining me in this beautiful experience.
Hablan lakma de sunkana niya umana Bashbukalan ala hauvai ay kanaha Sbakne hay uvai Hulatalana lenisiuna Helata shani bishami Sevillana, ay gana de Vasmuaya, at Bahara, hablan lakma de sunkana niya umana. Bashbukalan ala hauvai ay kanaha Sbakne hay uvai Hulatalana lenisiuna Helata shani bisha